Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome to a brand new series called Football Manager: The Basics. This is basically my way of showing you guys how I can get a team from a lower league status, say League 1, League 2, mainly League 2, all the way up to the Premier League. I'm going to go straight into it because I don't want to be hanging around for too long. I'm going to try and keep these episodes as short as possible. I hope that's switched off the editor file that has Jeffries United inside it, because we don't want that, because that's cheating, and there are no cheats in this game. We don't need help setting this up. Countries. Let's select as many of these countries as we can, because we're going to be using a lot of scouting techniques as well, so it's good to have this set up so that you can sign lots of players from lots of different countries. I'm going to go for the main ones, obviously, plus the USA, although look how much that slows the game down. That's quite bad. I think that'll do. So we got England, France, Germany, Holland, Belgium, USA, Ireland, Italy, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Spain. I leave out Portugal because there's not that many hidden talents coming from Portugal at the moment. A lot of them are well-known players, and then they go to teams in Russia or France or Spain anyway, so you can always scout them in a couple of years' time. Right, game overview. We want every single team, every single league, available on these games, because you never know where you might find the next hidden gem. Scroll down. Oops, wrong one. There we go. And that one, and that one, and obviously the MLS. Right, we then want to switch the database size to large. You can see the game speed is quite low, so the next thing I do is change all of these to view only, so you can't actually take control of any of these teams. And you can see already the game speed is starting to come back up again. In fact, the game speed is right back up again. That's good. I'm not going to be managing outside of England, so to have just England, Skrill North-South, playable. That's all you need. Everything else can be view only. We start in July 2013. We don't use fake players. We don't use not real fixtures. We don't add key staff. We don't add players to playable teams. We don't prevent teams which already have managers from being controlled, or use of the in-game editor, although I don't think I have the in-game editor, so that's fine. Disable player attribute masking. We're not going to do that because we want to have to scout players, not just go, you look good, and sign them. And we're disabling the first transfer. We're not disabling the first window transfer budgets because we like to sign players as soon as possible. So this is the basic setup. 5-star computer performance, 5-star game speed. Obviously that's for my computer specs. It might not be the same for you. You might have to cut out a few leagues. If you were to cut out a few leagues to make sure this was possible, the two I'd go for first are Ireland and Northern Ireland, because you only surface 1 or 2 good players from those leagues. But if you get a really, really good one, they do become really, really good. The next ones I get rid of are Holland and probably Belgium, because again they've got good national sides, but a lot of their players in their national sides play overseas. They don't play in those two countries. So, and again, you'll be probably finding non-native players in those two nations. So, to cut those two out is not such a bad thing. And that's 4 countries which you've lost, and then that should speed your game up. Right, I'm going to go into start game. This is going to take a while to load. So, I could start talking to you guys about tactics and training whilst this is going on. And also how I set the initial team up and the squad up, and how I go about first window transfers, because I am very, very active in the transfer market on these games. I'm always looking to improve the squad, and I'm always looking to see who's not performing well in my squad and getting rid of them. And if I think no one's pulling their weight, I either sell them or I loan them, and I always make sure that it's financially viable for the club as well, and we're not just getting rid of someone because they're dead wood. I always look to make sure we bring in as much money as possible from player sales, so that you can reinvest that in future signings, and also it stops your club going into administration, which is always a nice thing, I find. Right, the other thing I was wanting to talk about is what team to choose. How do you select a team to start with in League 2? So that's where this series is going to be starting from. Normally, I choose Portsmouth. Oh, hang on, let me just skip through this screen quickly. Choose my town of birth. There we go. I'm not going to choose a favourite team or a favourite formation. I'm going to have this as professional footballer, because I'm not international, but I don't want to be known as an unknown quantity either. So, professional footballer. Actually, no, semi-professional footballer. Let's have it as my career was ended early by a knee injury. And now I've just been coaching for the last few years, and I've finally got my first manager's job. There's my backstory. Right, League 2. Normally, I choose Portsmouth, because although they've got this massive loan debt, which is always countering what I'm about to say next, in that they've got a massive stadium, they've got good training facilities, they've just been bought out by a consortium which is active on this game, so the finances aren't too bad, but like I said, they have this massive loan debt, which is actually greater than the value of the team at the moment, or the value of a club as a whole. So they're a good possibility. They're predicted to finish second, so maybe I could do with a bigger challenge. But there isn't that many other teams like that on here. Oxford, they're predicted to finish 7th. Bristol Rovers, predicted to finish 22nd, so that's not very good. Accrington are tipped to finish bottom. Burton have got a good team. Where's Southend as well? Southend. Oh, Fleetwood have got a good team. Must admit, Fleetwood have got a very good team. In fact, let's go. Yeah, let's break with protocol. I normally go with Portsmouth, and do quite well with Portsmouth. But I think Fleetwood, predicted to finish 4th. If we look at their squad, they have got a very good squad. Players like Jeff Hughes, Mark Roberts especially. He can play at least 2 divisions above where he is at the moment. Anthony Sarkovic, he's a good player. Steven Schumacher, good free kick taker. So yeah, I think we got a good one here with Fleetwood Town. So let's choose Fleetwood. I would not like to add another manager. I'm also going to ask me to stop sending me that message. Right, current game is not saved. That's fine. I'll do that in a second. So we got the team set up. Close that as well. We got the team set up. We got the club set up. I've chosen what club I want. I'm going to end this episode here, guys. This is roughly going to be the length of each episode. When I come back next time, I'm going to show you how to set up initial tactics. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.